going on, guys? It's Sean here, and today I'm back to review the LeBron 15 in the Ghost colorway. These dropped October 17th for a US retail price of $185 and a retail price here in Canada of $245. The official colorway for this shoe is String, Sail, and Vachetta Tan, and the reason why it's nicknamed Ghost, according to Nike.com, is because LeBron is constantly chasing the greatness of those players that came before him. Being the LeBron 15, this means this is the 15th signature sneaker from Nike for LeBron James. And for me personally, this is my favorite LeBron so far since the LeBron 10. Being the debut colorway of the LeBron 15, this shoe was only available at certain boutiques here in Canada, as well as at House of Hoops locations across the country. The entire upper of the shoe is constructed using a revamped Flyknit called Flyknit Battle or Battleknit. So this Battleknit, while it feels like Flyknit, it's reinforced and a lot tougher in certain key areas for a player like LeBron. As you look at the toe box of this shoe, you can see that the Battleknit is relatively flat, but as you move towards the outer edges of the medial side and the lateral side, it becomes more and more texturized. In fact, looking at the sides of the shoe, this Battleknit not only looks like, but it also feels a lot more textured and a lot tougher. With this effect, this Battleknit gives off the appearance of chainmail or the scales of a lizard. So this highly texturized Battleknit wraps around the lateral side of the shoe, around the back heel, and then partially on the medial side as well. Throughout the entire shoe, this Battleknit varies in terms of how stretchy and how flexible the material is depending on where it's located on the shoe. So for example, around the sides of the shoe, this area is going to be the least flexible, but in areas such as the middle of the shoe where the tongue is and around the ankle collar area, this is going to be by far the most stretchy. As this shoe is constructed using a one-piece booty-like construction, this means that the tongue is connected to the rest of the shoe. So when you take a look at the tongue, we have this strip of Vachetta Tan leather running up the center. At the bottom of the strip, we have the LeBron James logo debossed into the leather, and at the top, we have 15 in Roman numerals. The laces on these are a rope-style lace done on a combination of sail with hits of 3M. Instead of lace loops that are found on more traditional sneakers, the LeBron 15 utilizes fly-wire cables. These fly-wire cables are done in sail, and they really help to tighten and contain your foot from a width perspective, giving you a really customized fit. As mentioned earlier, this ankle collar area is very stretchy, and it features the sail Flyknit wrapping around the top. Taking a look at the back heel, we have another strip of tan leather featuring LeBron's signature debossed at the top, and on the interior side there is the number 23. For the interior of this shoe, the Battleknit for the most part features additional lining on the inside, and there's quite a bit of padding on the inside where the heel area sits. Also supporting the heel is this TPU heel counter done in string with splattering effect of sail, and there is this Nike swoosh that's found also done in sail. The insoles on these are done in a string color, and they feature these Roman numerals on the heel done in sail. So on the left foot it reads 23 and 15, and on the right foot it reads 15 and 23. The upper of the shoe sits atop this Phylon foam carrier that's done in string with speckling of sail. Underneath this foam is my personal favorite part of the shoe, the air cushioning system. So this is done in a combination of Air Max and Zoom Air, which give you the best of both worlds, where it's going to give you the impact protection for a player like LeBron and the responsiveness that you need. One of the reasons why the LeBron 15's cushioning is much improved over past models is because it features this articulation on the outsole. So this means that the individual pods of air really allow you to flex and bend your foot, making it feel a lot more flexible than past models. As you take a look at the outsole of this shoe, this is done in this translucent icy blue finish with a very aggressive traction pattern. So this traction pattern sort of resembles waves of triangles running along the entire length of the outsole. At the very top we have this Nike swoosh, and at the very bottom we have an image of a lion done in the string color. In terms of sizing, I wear between a 10 or a 10.5 for most Nike sneakers, and for LeBron's I almost always wear 10.5. For this shoe though, I was able to go down to a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. I'd say that the LeBron 15s run a little bit long from a length perspective, but because of this Flyknit upper, it was able to accommodate the width of my foot. If you do have wider feet, I definitely recommend sticking with your true size, or if you have normal feet but you do plan to wear thicker socks. While I've only worn these to the gym and I haven't played ball in them, take my opinion with a grain of salt, but I'd say that these are extremely comfortable. The cushioning setup on this is absolutely ridiculous. So it feels very responsive with that Zoom Air, and despite looking like a very high shoe, it doesn't feel like you're that high off the ground. In addition, with the articulation on the outsole, this really allows the shoe to bend and flex with my feet, and I'd say that these are a lot more flexible and a lot more natural feeling than past LeBron shoes. How these will perform on the court remains to be seen, but one thing I noticed that could be a potential problem is a lack of this outer outrigger. So typically with basketball, there's going to be a lot of cutting and side-to-side motion, and I felt like there wasn't enough on this outer edge to really support those side-to-side movements. Also, the traction, while amazing, was in a non-basketball situation, So I'm curious to see how this traction will hold up, especially with this clear sole. So now I'll lace up these LeBrons and show you guys how they look on feet. Overall, I felt Nike did an amazing job on these LeBron 15s from both an aesthetic standpoint and from a comfort standpoint as well. Despite looking like a bulkier shoe, if you guys try these on feet, you guys will understand that this is really not a bulky, stereotypical LeBron sneaker. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these LeBron 15 Ghosts, and if you guys plan to cop any of the upcoming colorways to drop in the near future. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below as well, and be sure to follow me on my Instagram, and you can find me there at SGO8. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.